Hello everybody, what is up? Proptoes here. As you can see, today we're back with another Figurized standard model. This time we got Kamen Rider Agito. So yeah, this is another one. I think I definitely finished this before Kuga, which eventually I gotta get that one model kit. But yeah, so this is definitely another really cool one from back in the early 2000s that they did. So yeah, today we're gonna be basically, doing our usual. We're gonna go ahead and take a look around the box, unbox this. We're gonna build the model, then I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys my final thoughts at the very end. So let's go ahead and get to it. Alright, so here we are at the model. As you can see, we got Agito right here on the front. Pretty much in this full pose, which looks pretty awesome. Which, cool enough, we'll see later on, but they actually give you this whole little imprint in the back. But yeah, on the side here, we got, if I can have the light not reflect off it, we got pretty much just the model kind of in the different poses we got. We got his kick, we got his normal standing pose. As you can see, there's that little extra bit that we get there to have him do his rider kick. And of course we get a lot of different little hand shapes. On the side, we basically got kind of like a zoomed in shot. Over here, we got some shots from the show, and of course I'm showing that, of course, we get our usual stand that these come with, which I'm definitely thankful these come with. Of course on this one, just another zoomed in shot, but without the little logo on the side. So, let's go ahead and open him up. So as you can see, of course, right at the front, we got that. I gotta see how that's gonna incorporate into me putting it next to all the other models, but still really cool looking. Of course, right here we got his horns and his chest plate, which is cool because they have it kind of when they're more spread out and basically, well, you'll see. Yeah, basically, if you've seen the show, you know when he does this whole rider kick, the horns on the top get more like kind of spread out and everything. But yeah, other than that, pretty cool. I would definitely like the gold painting on here. And of course on here, we got probably looks like a lot of some of the joints and shoulders. Here, this is actually a very interesting color. We got this kind of like dark metallic gray going on. So actually definitely looks pretty cool on him. It looks like possibly maybe part of the face right here. Here we got what looks like his chest, his feet, probably his eyes right here. Looks like essentially we probably have two sets of heads, so maybe that's the reason for the whole top of his head being spread out. We got actually this is the lowest amount of stickers I've seen, so damn, Agito only got like maybe 4 or 5 stickers, so not too bad. Then of course we got the stand. And in the usual fashion, we got our instruction manual, which basically tells us how to put them together. I have a feeling this one's going to be a fairly simple one. But yeah, so basically it shows right here, as you can see, basically you have two options. You can have the faceplate that has his horns basically together like that, or if he's going to do his rider kick or whatever, you can have them kind of spread out kind of similar to that fashion, which probably is the one I'm going to choose, but it's pretty cool. I think one of these panels, oh there we go, will kind of show all the kind of different poses he can do. Usually this is kind of what I base when I do all my pictures at the end, is kind of what I base them off of, is some of these poses. But definitely looks pretty cool. It looks like it's probably going to be a pretty easy one like Decade was. But other than that, I'm definitely going to enjoy this one because I've only had a statue of this one. And so it'll be kind of cool to add it to my whole Figurized standard collection. But yeah, so this is about it. So we're going to go ahead and start building him. And then we will check back in once I'm done, and I'll let you guys know what I thought and how the building process was. So let's go ahead and get to it. Alright, and here we are with the model right here. As you can see, it definitely came out pretty cool. So I was definitely really liking a lot of the details, especially if you can see. Once it's focusing properly, even in the belt, it has pretty nice details to it. The panel lining was definitely fun to do, especially with some of the gold parts. I don't know if you can see it too well, but even with the... I don't see it too much on here, but basically with some of the horns and everything, just in between the cracks I did it, and then also in between his like rib area, or I mean the abs area I kind of did it. The only thing you got to be careful with this model, I realize, is this gold finish does like to kind of, if you try to use rubbing alcohol, because basically trying to use a Gundam marker on this type of plastic, basically for whatever weird reason, does not like to just wipe away. And then I try to use rubbing alcohol, but then I realized like, oh shit, it looks like that's actually kind of, it started slightly rubbing away the gold finish on there. So I had to be a little bit careful, but other than that, pretty happy with how this one came out. And you did get 2 variations of the horns. I chose to kind of stick with the horns when they're more spread out when he's about to do his rider kick. And of course, you also got this cool little thing right here to actually, you know, put below him if you want to. This one actually kind of came in handy because I did one picture, as you guys probably just saw in the video, where he's doing his rider kick and then has a fire below him, but I actually put basically the light camera, or the flash from the camera, below here, and I had my other phone, and basically that's how I got the whole glowing effect, and I just kind of figured that out by accident. So this kind of came in handy, but other than that, pretty cool little effect. But yeah, this one actually, the only other issue I had with this one was the midsection. Right here basically didn't want to, or it was kind of, for whatever reason, loose, and I felt like it was kind of just really kind of popped off easier, so I had to get like a layer of super glue, kind of put it around the ball bearing part, and then that kind of gave it enough like stiffness to where it actually is able to kind of move around and like stay in a good position. But other than that, definitely, yeah, I like a lot of the details on this figure. The gold definitely came out pretty well. I had other, like just the standard statue of him and everything, but this one definitely, the gold stands out a lot more, and of course there's more details. Even the camera will pick it up. Even with this little chest piece right here, it was actually just a solid gray color. I kind of did a little bit of the panel lining on it, and then after that you put the clear piece that they have. So I thought that was a pretty cool effect that they did for this model. And even they had the little clear panels on these sides, and then of course I did a little bit of the black markings inside the belt, and then it doesn't really matter if you do it inside because you're going to put this little fluorescent little cap on it anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. But all in all, yeah, definitely gotta say I'm pretty happy with this model, and it actually came out really well. Alright everybody, that's about it for this video. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, it's definitely a pretty cool model. It's one of the more, so it's pretty simple one to put together. Like this one doesn't honestly take that long at all. The Ryuki one I think took a little bit longer just because of the dragon. But all in all, definitely pretty fun. I like the details and how this one actually came out pretty well, so definitely a pretty cool addition to the collection. Yeah, like I said, so yeah, coming up we are going to have, I believe, a Gundam Caliburn and a G Gundam model coming up. Those will be in the future. I just got to get around to building them and doing all that stuff, but otherwise, yeah, it's definitely pretty cool. And of course we will have Final Fantasy 16 coming up, and then there are a lot of games coming up this month, so we'll stay tuned to the channel for sure. But yeah, if you guys did like this video, maybe slap that like button, and if you're new here, maybe consider subscribing. But all in all, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.